June 30, 2022, session 1129 of the Inner Journeys through the Omega Communications Portal. Lani greeting you today, and I open this Omega Communications Portal for you to be with me and all of the other ones who gather in the receiving area of the Station of Light, in that great dimensional existence, multi-dimensional existence, which also includes you as you are present in your base physical unit. Always we begin by taking in a conscious breath, taking in all of the energy and information from your original source energy, your point of origin, bringing it into you as you focus as a being of light. And now bring your attention into being in the receiving area of the Station of Light. Be aware of what you perceive around you. This is where we begin today. Welcome. I am that one known as Aurum, and I greet you as a new individual being entering into the space, a space to remember and to regather all of the energy and information of experience and of the point and purpose of you being present in the changing patterns on Earth currently around you. We see this, we see it all, we see the overall expansion and the trajectory that you are progressing into and which Earth is progressing into. There are two streams of consciousness involved in that. As well, there are many other streams of consciousness, but the main stream of consciousness, and this includes your prime source code, is presenting many shifting experiences to you, many shifting choices and transitions into realities of your choice. But your choice should always be in accordance with your purpose for existence throughout all dimensions, throughout all aspects of you. Where you are receiving this, you are the prime focus and intention. And this is why we have referred to in previous gatherings your prime source code. So have you sufficiently become aware of that so that you have incorporated into your energy field throughout your physical location and space the prime source code and the current adjustments which naturally occur? You as an individual consciousness present in your individual body form are receiving the flows of consciousness which incorporate energy patterns which are flowing through the solar portal. It is simple. It is a simple step-by-step process to engage all aspects of yourself and to engage the flow of energy of support, of awakening, of clearing, and you will be aware, importantly, of clearing patterns in your energy field and therefore throughout every aspect of you as you exist. No limitations exist which are outside of your awareness to change. to transmute in some way, and therefore to infuse all elements of you with the actual elements inherent as part of the prime source coding for you. When you take this into you and you realize it in the multi-dimensions that you function in and through and as, then you have energy patterns that are attracted to you, which again would give you a different sense of support in the groundwork that you do, the work that you do on the ground. You understand that term, don't you? And yet we always see you functioning in multidimensional levels, not just as part of the dimensional existence that you think of as the physical manifestation. Always our intention is to expand your consciousness so that you are aware of the multi-dimensions existing. Moving beyond this now, be aware that you are enveloping the energy field that you know as your planetoid named Earth. Envelop this in the prime source code. You are working coherently with the commissioned beings who envelop and oversee the transitions happening through different generations of humanity and through different evolutionary systems in the dimensions which are the true evolutionary patterns for you to be aware of. So be aware you are transitioning through many of those dimensional patterns. We are aware you are often presented with historical findings, archaeological findings of history. Remember, all of those are presented as one particular timeline. You exist and are aware of multi-dimensional timelines of experience and existence. Therefore, you see the importance of keeping yourself connected with the original pure source code. This eliminates disturbances and patterns which can be attracting attention and focus, which simply serve to disconnect you from the higher pathway of the true source code, the prime intention for you, for existence. Receive this. Feel it working in the energy matrix that you are in your presence. There is a fundamental activity always working in accordance with the prime pattern of existence and serving to bring in energy that maintains your physical base unit, servicing it, bringing it into coherence with the vibrational frequency pattern that is available to you. When you are aware of this and working in accordance with that, you naturally are working in accordance with the galactic beings observing and helping all of these transitions. And the transitions are expansion, they are clearance patterns, transforming from one state of existence, or you might say one state of realization, into an expanded awareness. And from that expanded awareness state, you see the different reality patterns that had been tuned into. And you see the ones that are no longer appropriate for you. When we are speaking about all of this that is appropriate for your current presence as it is in the earth energy matrix. So feel the energy infusion of this in you and through you, and into the consciousness fields around you. Multi-consciousness fields exist, of course, because they are realities created through conscious intention, through thought forms. Remember again the prime source code. Step into that. Feel it as if it is an energy sphere that you step into and envelop yourself with. This is all necessary and all that is necessary for us to present to you. We do continue to bring you into this energy dimension and all of the frequency patterns, which are the energy dimension, to facilitate the smooth transition of you as you realize your true presence and the true vibrational existence you exist in. It is present around you, through you, as the earth pattern. As we open the discussion with you, this is helping you to remember this pattern present. Therefore, enjoy your presence. Enjoy who you are as this presence being presented into the life stream, the pattern that you are resonating with around you. Allow the streams of consciousness to clear all of the patterns that are no longer necessary throughout you, throughout the life pattern that you are aware of, from the moment of your birth into this current body form, and the patterns forming that. And remember, those patterns are within the presence of the pure source code, the prime coding. In many cases, there had been much deviation from that. In reminding you now of the original intention, this is where you most feel the change, and you will see change happening in the patterns of existence around you. Again, we say, do not be distracted. Be purely aligned. And in saying this, you will be aware of the activities of support in this dimensional space from this communication, and around you in your dimensional space receiving it. this is a pattern for you to continue to integrate and manifest. I withdraw now, Aurum out. Thank you, Aurum. This is Lani again, and I am experiencing again that resequencing pattern that was brought to our attention several sessions ago. The resequencing, which apparently is part of this prime source code pattern. There can be, of course, a breaking down of that, fractionization, if that's the right term, into different segments, and yet it is not fragmented, it is one concept of the pure intention of the pattern for you. So in a sense, with the resequencing that you are receiving, it is moving in the appropriate way throughout your energy field completely, and thus you are already receiving it in different aspects throughout your physical, emotional thought patterns. In one way, perhaps you could say you are a thought pattern manifesting. Just make sure that you are manifesting in accordance with the prime source code. And through that, of course, you are bringing through your intention and purpose for being present in this changing earth pattern that we are aware of. Remember, the nature kingdoms, the natural organic systems on earth, receive it without resistance. So is that a message for you, for all of us? Absorb all of this, breathe it into you, and breathe the awareness right back into your physicality. In the present moment, as we measure earth, space, time that we are functioning in your pattern, receiving it fully. I trust this is helping you in your current life pattern. Many different helping words have been given in this session, and behind the words, of course, is the energy pattern of it all. So thank you for receiving this. We are together in the one consciousness field of source energy, vibrating in a higher pattern of consciousness. Now this ends this session through the Omega Communications portal at this time. Thank you.